You ready for the money shot? Look at that. Oh, look at that smoke ring. Look how thick it is.
What is happening, everyone? Welcome to another episode of All Ham No Radio. My name is Mike. I'm here with my good friend Frank. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome Texas barbecue shit. So Frank, what do we got going on today?
Thank you very much. We are going to be cooking some ribs. I got 3 racks of ribs. I have 2 that are already cut down to a St. Louis style cut, and I have another spare rib cut where I am going to show you how I cut it down to a St. Louis spare.
Okay, awesome. Rib. What are we thinking? Cook time and temperature and wood and all that stuff?
I'm going to do the same thing we did the other day with, we're going to start out for hardwood, just getting the fire going.
Okay.
I usually also, if you can't find hardwood, pecan I use as a filler wood, because it doesn't give you a lot of smoke flavor. It's just kind of there for heat. And then I'm going to transition again into mesquite.
Love me some mesquite wood. I'm
going to have mesquite on there till about a good 3 hours.
Okay.
And then I'm going to transition back into the filler wood, because after that, I believe, you can prove me wrong, but I believe after 2 or 3 hours, meat will no longer pick up that smoky flavor, and if it does, it's going to just be overpowering. If you use mesquite or hickory, the full cook time.
I can't have enough smoke, so I just do all smoke. But hey, I've had your ribs before; they're fucking delicious. So
let's do this.
Let's do it.
I like to start by trimming this fat, flat owl. It is a great piece of meat we're going to put on the smoker, and it's going to be done in half the time as everything else. We get to snack on it and see how everything's coming out.
Ooh, I like snacking.
Yeah, so we're just going to cut that off right to the bone.
Look at those knife skills.
Boom, right there. The other thing we're going to do here is we're going to square it up, and that means we're going to, these small little ribs in the first part right here, kind of useless. They're not long enough to do anything. I just take them out.
What do you do with them?
I put them on the grill. I save them.
Oh, okay. You're still going to cook them.
They're grilled trimmings for later on another part. And then we're just going to trim off some of this fat. And then the other part of the trimming is you want to, this one has a breastbone right here. This breastbone doesn't need to go in the smoker. If you pull up on it, you can start to feel where it connects, and it's usually right on this line, and that's where we're going to cut, right on this line. Push hard, get that first clean cut where you want to go, and then just go over it and over it again until it goes right through. Now, at this part, you're going to have a little bit of bone and cartilage to go through. Put your weight into it. Get it right back in the knife spine and push down.
Bone crunching.
There it goes. Whatever you did. Oh, well, I pushed this button.
And then you can
just line up.
turn and just saw right through. Also has a good sharp knife on hand.
So what do you do with that?
With this piece, if you want to cook this on the grill, this is a perfect another piece of grill meat. You can slice this up and make small little riblets. If you're going to do that though, there's this chunk of meat right here you probably want to get off of, because your riblet, there's a line of fat right here. And you just cut right on that line. And right up here, you're just going to be cutting right against the bone. Go right up against the bone. There it is.
Beautiful.
Then from about here, this is just miscellaneous meat. It's not a lot. I usually just throw this away. Because there's this, that the bone is literally right here.
Yeah.
And all this is cartilage, heavy cartilage underneath it. So
that's no good.
So, but here, if you want to put this on the grill, you just chop, 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 chop. Beware, you get bigger meat portions off of here, and your cook times will be a little different. Now back to squaring this up. This first couple of ribs, there's not a lot of meat to them. I'm just going to get rid of them. And then that is huge trash. So now, here is our squared piece of St. Louis cut. What we're going to do here is going to remove the membrane. I went ahead and just scratched it up with my fingernail, and it started to come up here. If they're colder just out of the fridge, it's going to be very tough to pull that up. Sometimes I scrape it with a spoon until it starts to come up. So that's how I do it. So just get your finger underneath there. A paper towel is beautiful to do this. You just grab enough to start holding it. There we go. Then you're just gonna pull the rib and pull straight across the best you can. This is coming very shittily today.
Shittily.
Shittily.
Ah, it's beautiful.
There we go.
That's good enough.
We got most of it. I'm gonna go back and get these parts. So in the last part, I got my own blended rub.
Is that right?
Yes, I made this myself.
What's in it?
Frank's 6 secret ingredients
So salt, pepper, garlic, onion.
and miscellaneous things. But I'll tell you,
I love how everybody's recipe is secret. It's fucking spices.
I will tell you, this is a Texas rub. It's sweet and spicy already.
All right.
So
I've had it. I can attest. It's very good.
I like to do the bottom side first because when you pick it up, it'll mess it up, but no one's going to care about it. You don't have to be too generous on the back side because no one's going to eat that part, especially on the ribs. But this meat, yeah, get that meat. Put that.
Get that meat, baby. You've got what, cayenne pepper in there? Your ribs are a little spicy.
There might be.
Might be. Can neither confirm nor deny this.
I had a video. If you go back on my channel, Tank Radio, there is a special we did last year for the YouTubers Hamfest, and one of my streams was rib preps, and I showed every ingredient I use on screen.
Yeah, imagine that.
Again, like Mike was saying yesterday, you can never have enough rub on it because during the cook, a lot of this is going to sweat, it's going to come off, it's going to come off when you're moving it. Fuck.
It is a rub. It's okay to rub it.
Yeah, I like just to have it fall where it falls. There we go. Rib number 1 done.
Nice.
The rest are going to be easy. I don't have to do all the trimming. I just got to pull off the membrane, rub them, and we're going to put them on the grill next.
Sweet.
All right, it's time to put the ribs on. We got the smoker going. If you want to see how we did that or how I did that, check out Mike's last video where he lit the smoker with a flamethrower. That's how we do it in Texas, a flamethrower. But we're going to put the ribs on, and let's just go ahead and put them on now. I got them spread out everywhere.
Woo! That's the old Texas catch right there.
Woo! Grabbed it wrong. I like to put a probe on top of my meat so I know the temperature of it on top. We have a second probe down here because this guy doesn't have a good temperature gauge. And this is our Pitmaster Privilege trimmings. We're going to eat that halfway through. So this is my technique. Every about half hour, I'm going to be checking the firebox, see if it's lit, see if it's going well. On the hour starting at 1 o'clock today, I am going to rotate the meat. Unlike Mike's pork butt is stayed at the back of the smoker where you didn't have to really worry about one side or the other getting too hot. Since I have 3 racks of ribs, they're going to experience there's 3 different temperatures each rack is exposed to. Every hour you got to pick up this rack, and I like to rotate it 180 degrees. So this end that's pointing this way, I'm going to use my thumb, it's going to rotate this way. Then I'm going to rotate it again. So now it's pointing to the opposite end of the firebox. The other side of the ribs are now exposed to the heat. We have even cook temperatures. And I'm just going to rotate them down to the firebox. Pick this rack up every hour, rotate it over here, turn it 180 degrees, and continue until the smoke is done. Right now we are sitting at 201 as the ambient temperature, and right at the rib is 120 degrees. Because we are in Texas, because it is 120 degrees, because the meat thermometer is sitting right next to a big giant heat source, we have to put the probe on a ice pack to keep it cool so we can keep it working.
Yeah, it's already melted.
Yeah, and we're going to keep the shade off of it there.
Yeah,
so
that's a good idea.
Check back in an hour or so and just keep on going. The ribs got on, nothing to do for the next 4 to 6 hours other than sit back, have a cigar, and some whiskey in an ARR mug, which I haven't gotten yet. I'm just still Jason's.
Mid-smoke check-in.
Mid-smoke check-in. It's the mid-smoke check-in. We're 2+ hours into the smoke. We're gonna go ahead and open up the smoke box and check out how they're coming. Ooh, ooh, look at that.
Oh man.
That we can almost eat right now. We will be eating it right now.
Just getting a little bit of color.
Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So this rack here has been closest to the firebox the longest. So we are going to be picking him up and moving him over about right there. And I'm just going to try my best to rotate this guy. Just like so. And move everything kind of up and up. There we go. Then, since we're in Texas and it's 100 plus, God knows what out here.
Yeah.
This ice pack is now cold. Got a fresh one for the thermometer.
By cold, you mean not
frozen.
Cold? The old one?
The old one's not cold. This one's frozen to keep the thermometer nice. Ooh, that looks so good. We're gonna take this off. Oh, look at that mic. Look at that mic. Oh, we're gonna eat that in a second. So let's just do the firebox thing. That's not that bad of a fire.
Yeah, that looks good.
We are just gonna keep it how it is and happy. Just kind of poke it together. We got a good glow. I don't even need a blow on it.
You got a good glow? You
Got
don't
a good
need
glow.
to blow.
Yes, yes. Quote of the day. We got the vents halfway open down there, and this just cracked perfectly. And we're hovering, well, we should have looked at it before. Before it was like 270. So I'm happy anywhere between 250 and 300.
Yeah.
Ha ha!
It might be a little hot. Might want to wait.
Can't wait, Mike.
Plus, you took it out in the Texas sun and put it on a big hot plate of metal.
Oh.
And you're expecting it to not be blazing hot. So now is it my turn to hurt?
Not hurt. That's good. Here you go, Mike.
Shit, that is hot. It's fine, it'll hear me. Oh my God. When it hits the lips, there's a good crust from the smoke and the season. Very flavorful. Nice and fatty and delicious. One of the better things I put in my mouth all day.
These were just some of the trimmings we trimmed off.
Yeah.
They're so small and skinny, and since they sat on the foil, the underside is perfectly moist, and it keeps the moisture in. So that's my trick.
I love moist meat.
I can't stop. You're just gonna watch me eat now.
This isn't even the main course. This is fantastic.
So we have probably another 2 hours to go, maybe 2.5, depending on how things are going. And then
Fine, we got beer.
and we're gonna wrap them and cool them.
Sweet.
We are at the 4.5 hour mark, so we are going to be opening up the smoker and seeing what temperature the ribs are at. I am shooting for around, on average, between the 3 racks, 200 to 225. That is the pure sweet spot.
All right. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Look at those. This one looks the best to me. That's
Yeah.
got
the most
dark
crust.
and color and stuff. Yeah. But oh my gosh, they look.
So we're going to take the meat thermometer and stick it in.
That's what she said.
Oh, okay. So we're 170-ish. I'm going to say that's probably around 180. Yeah. And then this one, 180 again.
176.
Well, I round up a little bit just because if you get it right at the
Oh,
bone,
wow, look at that.
because that's at the bone.
Oh yeah.
So if I put it in between,
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm at a bone. Well,
Are you?
let's try a nice thick piece. 180.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I think
And you're going for 220 something?
I'm going for around 200 to 220.
Oh okay.
So I think I'm just going to be safe, do another 30 minutes, and then we'll do pull off, wrap up, and we'll let them rest. In the meantime, because the fire's been a little low, put another log on there. 30 more minutes. We'll be back in 30 minutes. What for you would be like pull off time. We're going to pull the ribs, we're going to wrap them, and we're going to start letting them rest. So we're going to get the first one out. Ooh, that looks beautiful. Got a little bit more crust. We kicked it up to about 300 for about 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna take it off and pour off the juice.
Don't drop that meat.
Hasn't happened yet. There we go, that's enough.
So you're doing what?
Wrapping them now. We are going to wrap them in foil.
Oh my God, that smells so good.
Almost like
You
a
only
present.
had smell-o-vision.
Just like that. And put them in the cooler to let them rest.
7 in 1 strike.
3 more times.
All right.
Fucking A, that's great. Here's the one I cut up. Just get rid of some of that juice. Just like a present. Put them in. One last time. We're gonna prep the table first.
There you go.
There we
Good
go.
idea.
Bam. Last rack. Pick that up, get rid of that juice. And right into here. This is an insulated cooler. Has about a 1/2 or an inch and a half of installation. We'll put the lid on there. Let them rest for an hour. Beans.
Yeah.
Look at those. Whoa. Oh my
look at that.
God.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. All right, what are you gonna do to it?
We're just gonna cut them straight across. Sometimes they are a little difficult. You might want to turn it on the back side to see where those lines at. My backside is not charred that much because I keep it on the foil, but I believe that keeps it moist.
Okay.
You can also, if you really wanted to cheat, just slice right down that rib. And look at that. Oh, you ready for the money shot? You ready for the money shot? Look at that. Oh, look at that smoke ring. Look how thick it is. We got 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of penetration of that smoke.
It's all about the
into
penetration,
my
boys.
meat. Yes.
All right, keep going.
Let's go ahead and cut up the rest. Right down. Burning the shit out of my hands. Look at that. Even that cartilage I'm cutting through right there.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
Like butter.
Nothing.
Like butter.
All right, Mike. You and me.
Yeah, just give me this one.
This one. This one.
Oh my God, look at that.
Look at that. Oh, look. Feel how juicy it
I
is.
got all the seasoning and stuff.
Pinch it, man. Pinch it. See how juicy it is.
Yeah, let's do this. You ready?
Television.
Oh my God. I didn't really
5.5 hours.
I didn't really have to bite.
Ready to wrap this
Try
up?
the other side. Oh my God.
All
That's how you do
ham, no radio,
That's right.
fucking kick-ass ribs. We got some kick-ass beans warming up.
Yeah.
We made this happen.
We're gonna fuck these ribs up, and you guys aren't. There's another taste. All right, we'll see you again. Like, share, subscribe, all that shit.
Smoke ring right there. Smoke ring.
All ham, no radio. Fuck off.